names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Hosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Going with the ground game left. Portis left him grasping. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. Power football with the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All kinds of running room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. On the run, it's Daniels. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. He's going to run it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Gators will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Got some room to run at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Open space at the 25. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, K. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Afterburner's coming. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The option look. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Going to run it. It's Washington. At midfield, he's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's off to the races. Inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback will keep it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Slings it. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rival.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, feed him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He'll heave it deep. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Goes to the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's looking on the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cade. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he added the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll do it himself. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. the ball back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Giving him his pads. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to convert third down. Feeling some heat. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got room on the return. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. The 30. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Moving away from pressure. He chucks one out to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. On the move. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Cave! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. A little screen to the running back. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Running through contact. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes.
Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. You want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
A I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going, and getting the speedster on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Handoff to the lone back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver shows motion. They want to throw it. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 77, Florida 14.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. It's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This time it's complete. At the 45 on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still looking on the move. He turns it loose to the left. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time he's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He wants to throw. Now improvising. He'll let one go down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And the defense gets him out of bounds at the 3, and they're set up.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
down. Here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Florida, 21.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Calls his own number. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. This is a design run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Now on the move. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the touchdown Canes. And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Rutgers stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more play to pad the stats. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.